Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
from San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports World Radio. How's everybody doing today? I am the host, Jeff Escow. We got a jam-packed show for you guys like we do each and every Monday through Friday here on SportsWorldRadio.com. It is the Friday edition of Sports World Radio. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's the weekend coming. It's a holiday weekend, so we might get out of here just a little bit early for you guys today to start off your beautiful holiday weekend. But that's neither here nor there. What do you say we get all the particulars out of the way and get this thing freaking going? Bunch of people hanging out now. Bunch of people hanging out in the chat room right now, and I'm going to say something. I've been checking my stats lately here on Spreaker, and I know for a fact that there's more people hanging out in the chat room that are actually typing in the chat room. I know for a fact. Yesterday we had over 100 listeners live in the chat room for yesterday's show, and we only had about 5 or 6 people chatting. What's the matter with you people? Listen. Stop listening to the show and get involved in the damn show, you rat bastards. What's the matter? You afraid Sean and I are going to bite your heads off? I'll bring in the freaking producer and have him bite your heads off. I don't freaking care. Come on. I know for a fact there's tons of people in the chat room and only about 6 or 7 of you are chatting away with us. Inky is in here, Sean's in here, Josh is in here. The usual gang is in here. And then we got all those other freaking people who are afraid to type. Say hello. When you come in, just say hello so we know you're here. You rat bastards. SportsWorldRadio.com is the place to listen to the show each and every Monday through Friday. Like I said, our chat room is over at Spreaker.com. Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Spreaker.com. Head on over there. Get yourself a free account. Type in Sports World Radio. It'll show a pop-up at the bottom of your screen. Click. Just head on over all the way to the right side. Click the bubble. The chat room will open up and start asking us questions if you have a question. I know you're in there, peeps. Chat away, peeps. We're here for enjoyment. We ask a lot of questions during the show. Answer them in the chat room if you're there. Don't be afraid. Let us know you're there. I know they are, Inky. Inky says they're chicken shit. I know they are. They are. They're afraid that they're going to get eaten up alive in this room. I understand that. Don't be afraid. Say hello. You never know what's going to happen, do you? Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Do me a favor. Go over there. Like our Facebook page. We need some more likes, so like the damn Facebook page. Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Also, over at Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio, sometime during the show today, I am going to pin at the top of the page our petition. We have a petition going on right now, right this very moment, for people to sign. Hey, Kathy. For people to sign for us to get a sports debate going with Skip Bayless. That son of a bitch opened up his mouth and says he'll debate anybody on sports. Well, here I am. I got the petition up. Let's rock this thing. Let's get a freaking million names on it so he can't say no to it. That's what we want. A million names on it so he can't say no to it. See, look, Kathy comes in the chat room and she starts chatting away. She's not afraid. All you other people in the chat room, start chatting away with us. Say hello. She said hello and I said hello right back to her. See? It's not hard. Just go over to Sports World Radio. I'll let you know when I put it on there. Facebook.com/Sports World Radio and sign our petition to get Jeff Escal sports debate against Skip Bayless. We want it to happen. Also, SWR Sports Shorts is live, boys and girls. SWR Sports Shorts is live. Head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. That's sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. What Sean and I are doing is we're recording every single conversation we have during the commercial breaks. And I put them in a membership area where you guys can listen to them. We're having contests just for the people who listen to Sports Shorts. We're doing stories that we don't talk about on the show just for the people during the commercial breaks. So you're going to hear stories on the Sports Shorts that you won't hear on the show at all. So we're doing 2 shows in one now, boys and girls. So make sure you sign up today for SWR Sports Shorts. So head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. That's sportsworldradio.com/SPORTSHORTS. Head on over to facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Like our Facebook page and sign our petition. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. If you want to give us a call, 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715. If you're a Skype user and you want to give us a call to the show and ask us a question, Sports World Radio Show. Sports World Radio Show for Skype users. SWRshow@gmail.com. SWRshow@gmail.com is another way to get in touch with us here at Sports World Radio. What do you say? One more thing I think I got. SportsWorldRadio.com. If you're over there, and even if you're not, head on over there one day. Hit the donate button and donate to the cause for Sports World Radio. Help us keep us doing what we like to do here, and that's entertain you with sports talk each and every Monday through Friday on SportsWorldRadio.com. So donate to the cause. Now with all the particulars out of the way, what do you say? Hey, we bring in that rat bastard co-host himself, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, buddy?
I'm doing great, Jeff. 11 minutes after the hour on Friday, April 3rd, 2015. Weather right now is very cool and nice and warm. Having a great day. I'm glad it's Friday. The first Friday in the month of April. We got the Rat Bastard of the Week. We've got, of course...
We got a lot today. We got a lot to do today, right? The Rat Bastard of the Week, the first one of the month, right?
Yes, we got a lot of stuff to get to.
Wow. So, you know something? Normally, when I do all the intros and all that and everything like that, it usually takes me about 5 or 6 minutes. This one took me a little longer today, huh?
Had a lot of stuff to get out. There you go.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to get out. We got the petition going. We got the freaking Sports World Radio Sports Shorts going at sportsworldradio.com Sport Shorts. Head on over there. Hey, listen, we're doing a show within the show on Sports World Radio Sports Shorts. Sean and I are doing topics during the commercial break that we ain't even bringing to the show. So you got to sign up for Sports World Radio Sports Shorts at sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. It's only $5 a month, kids. $5 a month and you get every single commercial break. Hey, thanks, Inky. I know I got a big mouth. That's why I do radio and you don't.
Hello there. Shout out to Laura, Shaba, Kathy, Inky, and of course, the producer
Where
of
is
Sports
the producer
World Radio,
of the show?
Josh Lopez.
He comes in, he says, hey, and then that's it? You don't hear from him for the rest of the time? Where is the producer?
He's probably getting me the Skippy quotes. That's why I would
Skippy
predict
quotes.
what happened.
See, you bring up Skippy. Skippy quotes. Listen, I know for a fact who signs this petition. I see all the emails, okay? Shaba, thank you so much for signing the petition, brother. Much appreciated. Okay? If you haven't signed the petition yet, I'm putting it into the chat room right now. There it is. Click the link and sign the damn petition. We want to see me against Skip Bayless in a sports debate. I'm going to take him down. We get 1 million signatures on that thing. He can't say no.
It's like what you always say, Jeff. Bring it, bitches. Bring it, bitches.
He can't say no. We get 1 million signatures on that thing. He can't say no to it. You know that as well as I do. Hey, something really quick that caught my eye before we get this whole thing going, and I don't know if she's here because of that, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I just saw on the internet that wrestler AJ Lee is retiring. Splitting, leaving. Adios, amigos. She's probably pregnant. She can't wrestle no more, so she's got to leave. I just heard that. So that's a little bit of sports news for you right there. Right? We usually don't start.
Bayless, it's better than Pacquiao Mayweather. Shabba, you got to remember this too. We're not too far away. A month from yesterday is when that fight begins. And I know Jeff and Josh and everybody will be watching.
I'm going to be watching. I'm working on getting Harold Letterman. Trust me. I'm working on getting Harold Letterman. I went to call him the other night, and his phone is not working. So I'm talking to his daughter. So I'm working on it. Trust me. I'll get him. I'll get him. You know I'll get him.
All right, Jeff. As a matter of fact, you sent something to me yesterday about the NFL. The greatest NFL draft picks of the modern NFL from number 1 to 256. That's quite a list you sent me yesterday.
Yeah, you seen that list that I sent you yesterday, right?
It was a lot.
I don't
and
know
Peyton Manning at number 1 didn't surprise me.
I was not happy with that. The greatest NFL draft picks of all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
From 1 to 256, correct?
Right.
And Peyton Manning was number 1 in 1998. You know who's number 2 on that list? I know you know. Let's see if we can get people to guess.
Take a guess, everybody.
Who's
number 2 on that list?
I'll give you guys a hint. It was 1981. 1981. He's number 2. I was shocked that he was number 2. Totally shocked that he was number 2. There's some really great names on this list. We'll put the link in the chat room in just a minute.
Until everybody has a guess
yes.
who number 2 is.
So people start guessing. It was 1981. And don't go be freaking Googling it, you rat bastards, either. Yeah, I know, Kathy, you signed the petition? Thank you so much. I love you for that, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy. Yeah.
Gotta love that, right? Any guesses so far, Sean?
Looking at the chat room, everybody's thinking it over. Think it over there, Shabba, Laura, Josh, and Kathy.
Think it over.
Who number 2 is?
Think it over, you rat bastards. That's right. Because I'm telling you right now, you're never going to guess who it is. You're never going to guess who it is. Because I was shocked. I was shocked.
Not even close there, Josh. Not Ray Lewis.
Nope. In 1981, the draft was made. He was picked in 1981. That's all I'm giving you as a clue. He was picked in 1981.
And, Jeff, I take it that you watched that entire NFL draft from 1981, April of 81.
I don't think so, no. I don't watch the NFL draft. What's the matter with you? How long you been with me? Been with me 7 years? You should know better than that.
Just a prediction. I'm just doing a little hypothesizing.
Well, stop hypothesizing.
All right, so Josh says, so far, last one was Ray Lewis. Think it over, everybody. Number 2.
Who's number 2? Who do you think is number 2?
Let them guess. I was just the one who clicked that heart, that yellow like button.
Yeah, click that yellow like button there, too. Don't forget about that on the page. If you're in the chat room right now, above the chat is the Facebook, Twitter, and Google, and left to that is a like button. Click the like button and turn it yellow. Nobody guesses who number 2 is? Joe Montana, George Rogers, Ray Lewis. No, and no.
Josh Skip
Bayless. Skip Bayless was still in college back then, I believe. No.
He was 22 years old back in those days.
Yes. Okay, so you know who number 2? I'll tell you right now who number 2 is. You'll never guess. In fact, you know what? I'll give you 1 through 5 right now. Starting off with number 1, because you guys know who Peyton Manning was number 1. Number 2, Lawrence Taylor. 1981, New York Giants. Number 3, 1989, Barry Sanders. Number 4, 1975, Walter Payton. Number 5, 1989, Deion Neon Sanders.
And Jeff, you couldn't stand Deion, right?
Number 6 was Walter Jones in 1997. Number 7, in 2007 he was picked. We talked a lot about this gentleman yesterday, didn't we, Sean?
Yes, we did. And the last couple weeks and the last couple days.
And I'm sure we'll be talking about him all the way up until football season starts and beyond. Adrian Peterson is
and
number
what
7.
Smokin' Ronnie says, he'll be beautiful in blue and silver.
Is number 7. Ronnie Lott is number 8. Bruce Matthews, number 9. And number 10, Rod Woodson. That's your top 10 there for the NFL's greatest draft picks. From number 1, the greatest NFL draft picks of the modern NFL from number 1 to number 256. You guys want to go ahead, Sean?
Hope it's okay if I can say this on the air. We've had this person as a guest speaker. He talked about this year's Super Bowl. You know who is number 15? And I'm going to say it right now. Albert Hainsworth.
Our man?
And it was great to visit with him and get a chance to meet a real classy pro football star.
Our man Albert Hainsworth is number 15 on the list. How about that?
And it was
like
great
that.
to visit with him. Real great, classy football player.
That's
Hopefully we'll have
great.
him on for the NFL Real Talk and during football season.
So I just put the link in the chat room for all you people hanging out in the chat room with us. You can go click on the link and see the rest of the 256. Randy Moss is on there, too. Where's he? Randy Moss is number 21. Aaron Rodgers is number 24. Remember Ray Guy? 1973, he's number 23. Ray Lewis. Josh mentioned Ray Lewis. He's number 26. Dan Marino, number 27. Reggie Wayne, number 30. So it's a pretty interesting. Jim Kelly, number 14. Tony Gonzalez, number 13. Tony Gonzalez, 13. Warren Sapp, 12. J.J. Watt, number 11. So there's, it's an interesting list. You should go check it out.
Dave Casper, number 45.
Drew Brees, 32. Michael Singletary, 38. Michael Strahan, number 40. It's a pretty cool. Dan Dierdorf, number 43. Wow.
Oh, yeah, Dan.
Jack Lambert, number 46. That's a pretty interesting list. You guys should go check it out. Ray Rice, number 55. Ray Rice is number 55. Wow. Pretty interesting list, man. There's a lot of interesting people on that list.
Click that link, everybody, and you'll just see how big the 256 is for that list.
Yeah, it's a very interesting list.
And you're kind of fed up because Lawrence Taylor was picked number 2 still, right, Jeff, when you saw that? I thought, Jeff wouldn't like that. Number 2, Lawrence Taylor.
Well, I was shocked that he was number 2. Literally shocked that he was number 2. I couldn't believe it.
Wouldn't it be surprising that they could come up with the top owners in the NFL? Jerry Jones would probably be on that list, too. If we're talking about owners. You go from players to owners, Jeff.
Yeah, well, owners are different. Owners are different.
Probably because of the big drafts that they made or big moves they made to improve their team.
Yeah, owners are different, man. Because there's not many owners, you know. There's only 30 teams in here, 30 teams there. You know what I mean? There's not. There's many, 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 many more NFL draft picks than there are owners. Even in one draft season, there's many more NFL picks than there are teams. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I wouldn't care for that list too much, to tell you the truth.
Joe Theismann at number 99. Wow.
Joe Theismann at number 99, huh? Who's in the hundreds? Let's go down there. I'm going down to the hundreds right now.
I'm in the 100s now,
yeah?
too.
Let me see. Anybody we know good enough? Joe Theismann. Mark Bavaro, 100. Mark Bavaro played for the Giants. Harry Carson, 105. One of the guys that broke Joe Theismann's legs.
In November of 85, and you were at the game.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I love Herschel Walker, number 114. Steve Largent by the Oilers, 1976, 117. Mark Burnell, 118. Brandon Marshall, 119. Who else?
There's a Sante Samuel. I remember him.
How about Ben Coates, number 124? You know, I mean, there's unbelievable here. There's a lot of freaking names. Rodney Harrison, 145. Okay, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Joe Klecko. Remember him, Jeff?
Joe
when he grew
Klecko.
up in New York?
Yeah. The Sack Exchange. Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
David Deal. 160. I'm way down there now. I'm up in the upper 180s right now looking. Matt Hasselback, 187. Matt Hasselback, 187. Jeez Louise. Gus Frerotte.
I remember Gus Frerotte, yes.
Gus Frerotte, 197. Tom Brady, 199.
Jeez.
Tom Brady, 199. Terrell Davis, 196. So, your quarterback, dude, is 199. That's bad news for you, brother.
I remember Jamal Anderson from 1994 by the Atlanta Falcons.
You remember Richard Dent?
Richard Dent.
Remember Richard Dent? Played for the Chicago Bears?
Nope. I'm sure, Josh, he's a big name where you live in the Windy City.
203. Seth Joyner, 208. See, these are the names I remember. David Tyree. Remember David Tyree? Sean?
I believe I remember David Tyree.
David Tyree made the catch with the ball on his helmet. Remember that?
Oh,
against
yeah,
your team?
I remember.
211. 211. How about that? Trent Green, 222. Mark Clayton. You remember Mark Clayton? Played for the Dolphins with Dan Marino.
Yes.
223. 223. Steve Tasker. Remember Tasker all those years with Buffalo? 226. Matt Castle. Patriots in the year 205. Matt Castle. 230.
I remember Matt Castle. Yep.
230. 230. What an unstinking believable list this is. Let's see who the last person on the list. 256. Art Stringer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last person on the list. Art Stringer.
Shabba goes, if Joe Theismann is on the list, and Ricky Jackson needs to be on there as well. He played alongside Hugh Green at Pitt and had a better pro career than Green.
I'm sure Ricky's on there. I went through it pretty quick. I didn't look. You know what I mean? I'm looking now.
It was a great list, Jeff, that you gave me.
I mean, I just was, putting names out there that we saw. Reggie Roby. You remember Reggie Roby? The kicker for
No.
the Dolphins? 167. Who am I looking for? What's the name?
Let's see, Jeff.
What did Shaba say?
is looking for is Ricky Jackson.
Ricky Jackson. Joe Klecko, I don't see no Ricky Jackson so far. Hey, go click on the link, Shaba, and see if you can find it. You rat bastard. What the hell? Ricky Jackson. I don't see a Ricky Jackson in here right now.
Ugh, if you can't find that for you, Shab, I'm sorry, I can't find it either. I went through the entire list myself.
He's not on the list, I bet you. I'm going through it right now. I don't see him. Lyle Alzado. Number 79. Russell Wilson, 75. Wow. I don't see no Ricky Jackson, dude.
Nope.
Okay. We talked about Darren Sharper last week because he's going to spend the next 20 years in jail. Remember that?
Yes, that is correct.
He's number 60 on this list.
He actually made the list? That's
Yeah.
surprising.
He made the list, but Ricky Jackson didn't.
Oh, Shaba.
How about that, Shaba?
Jackson was also drafted in 1981.
How about that, Shaba? Darren Sharper made the list, but Ricky Jackson didn't.
I take it, Shaba, that you're not very thrilled about that. Okay, Jackson drafted in 81, and he's not on the list. He's going, wow, just wow.
Brett Favre is number 33.
On that note, 30 minutes after the hour, we have to go to our first commercial break.
I don't see Ricky Jackson on this list at all. I'm almost finished. No Ricky Jackson, but there is a Darren Sharper, and there is a Ray Lewis, and a couple of other people who spent time in jail, and Ricky Jackson's not on the list. That's beautiful. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk anywhere. I guarantee it, and I can guarantee you'll never, ever hear a sports talk show like this anywhere. Skippy. Anywhere. So before we went to break, we were talking about the greatest NFL draft picks of the modern NFL from 1 to 256. We put a link in that to the chat room for you guys to check it out. Now what I want to do is Irvin Santana today was suspended 80 games after testing positive for steroids. So he won't be playing for the Twins or pitching for the Twins anytime soon. He's pretty much suspended for half a season.
Half a season, bad way to go, and I was kind of shell-shocked when he sent me this story. He said a very important quote. He says, quote, "I'm very disappointed that I tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug. I am frustrated that I can't pinpoint how the substance in question entered my body.
Yeah, right.
I would never knowingly take anything illegal to enhance my performance. What I can guarantee is I never knowingly took anything illegal to enhance my performance. That's just not me. Never has been and never will."
Okay, I understand that, but you screwed up somewhere along the line because it was in your body. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So either you ate something or you did something, and you either way, you're done for half the season. You know what, Twins? Say goodbye to your playoff chances.
I didn't even expect the Twins to even be good with or without Irvin Santana. And here comes a pitcher that signed a 4-year contract with Minnesota, $55 million. This was back in December of last year.
Mm-hmm.
The deal is the largest free agent contract in Twins history.
And he's not going to be paid while he's suspended either.
No. So what's he going to do? Probably just sit on his duff and just wait until the first time he comes to pitch for the Minnesota Twins.
What else can you do? What else can you do, really?
I don't know.
Right? There's nothing else you really can do. Correct?
Correct.
They're just going to sit around and get fat like Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, yeah, leave the panda out of it. Okay, that's the thing with the Minnesota Twins is that this is a team that's going to go through a big transition without Ron Gardenhire. Can they win with this new manager? What's Joe Mauer going to do? The Twins are knowing that they haven't won a World Series in 24 years since 1991. There's a lot of questions for the Minnesota Twins this year if they can compete in the AL Central with
Paul
the Royals
Monitor's
and the Tigers. I don't think so.
Paul Monitor's the manager, right?
Yes.
How about that? First-time manager, now he's got to deal with this?
Yeah,
Woo-hoo!
new manager. It's like with the Twins. New manager, new system, new era. You wonder what the team will be like. Shabbat goes, the Twins didn't make anybody's prediction yesterday, so that says it all. Exactly, Shabbat. They haven't been big since the Kirby Puckett, Kent Herbeck days in the late 80s and the early 90s.
That's somebody right there, Shaba. That's somebody right there who actually listens to our show. Because we made our MLB picks yesterday, and he's absolutely correct. Nobody picked the Twins to do nothing.
The
So
Twins
that's a
know
fan
very
right
well
there.
that pitching is their number one concern, and I don't expect it to be that good at all. If they're going to compete, they've got to have good pitching, and the Twins know that they have got to hit with men in scoring position. But that's been a problem. The Twins haven't really had a successful year since 2010 when they had a really, really good year, and then, of course, they ended up getting swept by the New York Yankees. So now, like you said, Jeff, here comes this new manager, Gardenhire, who was fired after last year. Here he comes, the new manager of the Twins. Now he has to deal with Irvin Santana, 80 games. Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch.
Is the key word to say.
80 games, that's pretty much half the season. Right?
He could go work at a store in Minneapolis or go apply for some other job or maybe work with another, maybe go back to the minors.
That's pretty much half the season, right?
Yep. But he has 3 more years left on this contract he signed with Minnesota.
Right. Who knows, man? Well, he's going to be out pretty much half the season. You know? I mean, what the hell?
And that he's disappointed himself.
Tough. You did it yourself, dude. There's nobody to blame but you, bro.
Jeff, you would be if you were the manager of the Twins and you said that, you'd say, tough, you did it to yourself.
That's right. Tough. You did it to yourself. There's nobody to blame. There'll be a spot when you get back, but we got to move on.
The next story we get to at 38 minutes past the hour on this Friday, the 3rd of April, 2015. We move to a sport we haven't talked about in quite a while. This is one of your favorites, Jeff. Golf. Tiger Woods will end a 9-week absence from competitive golf by playing in the Masters next week at Augusta National.
What did you say? A 9-week absence?
I had to rephrase that because I was drinking a Pepsi.
A 9-week absence.
Yes, a 9-week absence. So he's coming back to golf. He's going to play in the Masters next week. What do you think?
Personally, I don't think golf really needs him.
Well, here's what...
How old is he now?
39.
He's 39. So he's only got about 11 more years left on the PGA before he has to jump over to the senior circuit, right?
Correct.
And he is going for Jack's record. He's still trying to do that, which he could still accomplish.
Jack Nicklaus.
I don't
correct?
think he's going to... Listen, if his chipping doesn't improve, he's done anyway, so it's not going to matter because if you can't chip at Augusta, you're finished.
Well, Laura, we got to mention this. This is kind of a big story since Tiger Woods made the announcement that he's coming back to play at the Masters next week.
Hey,
he
Laura.
Did come out.
Laura, I got an idea. I know you don't like this. I got an idea. So while we're talking about this, click that link right there and go sign the damn petition. While we're talking golf really quick. Okay?
Tiger Woods came out on Friday and says, quote, "I'm playing in the Masters," Woods said Friday afternoon. Quote, "It's obviously very important to me, and I want to be there."
Woohoo! Just because you're going to play don't mean you're going to play well.
He also added this. He goes, "I've worked a lot on my game, and I'm looking forward to competing. I'm excited to get to Augusta, and I appreciate everyone's support."
Just because you want to play don't mean you're going to play well.
I think he'd be out of shape. I don't think he'll come
Out of
out to the
shape?
Masters and do very well.
Out of shape? Listen,
Nine
know that,
weeks, buddy.
Listen, you know Pablo Sandoval, that fat bastard? You want to know something? He's in perfect shape for golf. Perfect shape for golf. Out of shape.
How about Sandoval playing with Escow for golf? There you go.
I'd like that. Listen, Pablo Sandoval's in perfect shape for golf. Not so much for baseball, but perfect shape for golf. You don't have to be a skinny, svelte guy to play golf. You could be a fat bastard and play golf really well. Look at I'll throw some names out there. Look at John Daly. He's a fat bastard. Craig Stadler. He didn't get the name Walrus because he's a skinny dude. Okay? Craig Stadler's son, another fat bastard. There's plenty of fat bastards out there on the PGA Tour. Just because you're fat don't mean you don't know how to play golf. You don't have to be in shape to play golf. You could be as fat as a house and play golf really well. It don't matter.
In 74 Masters rounds, Woods has shot 74 or higher on 13 occasions, with his worst score of 77, coming in 1995 when he was an amateur.
He's going to get eaten up alive by Augusta if he ain't ready to play. I'm just telling you right now.
Who do you think, Jeff, with next weekend coming up for the Masters, has the best chance of winning next weekend?
Well, Tiger's won there. Phil has won there. Bubba, what a name for a good dude. Bubba Watson, he's won there. You know who I like to see win? Spielman.
Spielman.
Cool. Yeah. I like to see Spielman win it. Or I like to see Matt Kuchar win it, too. I like watching the Augusta. I like watching it. You know, it's one of the tournaments that I watch all 4 days, man. You know, the majors I watch all 4 days. All these other tournaments around, I'll watch probably if there's nothing else on a Saturday or Sunday, I'll watch it. Otherwise, I'm doing other crap, man. Leave me the hell alone.
This is the time of year when
Because
everybody's ready for it. You
Yeah.
got the NCAA tournament coming up this weekend, Masters next weekend, and then you know a lot of stuff will be coming up. You
Right,
got the
because
NBA,
I know
we all
you'll
know
be-
NHL and NBA, but don't forget the Kentucky Derby coming up the first weekend of May.
Yeah, but I know you'll be watching the baseball stuff, so I could watch the golf stuff, and then we could talk about it on the show. And not only that, did you notice, and I forgot to mention it to freaking Ron yesterday, before we,
Wednesday.
On Wednesday. You know what? I'm going to wait. To say something about it, because we're going to run to our first update. When we come back from our update and commercial break, if I remember, because my memory's not that good, if I remember, I'll tell you. We're going to run to our first update of the day. This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today. Never, and I mean never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. It's called The Flipper. It attaches to the underside of your toilet seat. A little handle sticks out. It attaches to the underside of your toilet seat. You grab the handle, you lift it up, you lift it down. You never have to touch your toilet seat ever again and get germs on your hands. It's called The Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. For all you germaphobes out there, it's The Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
Okay, Jeff, thank you very much. 44 minutes after the hour on the Friday, April 3rd, 2015, Sports World Radio. In Major League Baseball, we all know this, that the spring training is finally coming to a close this weekend. Here are the games from Friday's finals from the Grapefruit League. The Rays over the Tigers by a score of 11-5. Nationals 8, Yankees 2. Marlins over Greensboro, a college team, 9-6. The Braves and the Orioles, bottom of the second inning. That game is tied at 1. The Twins at the Red Sox, Pirates at the Phillies, Cardinals at Memphis, Reds at the Blue Jays, Royals at the Astros, and then we move to the Cactus League. The Brewers lead the Indians by a score of 6-3. That's in the top half of the ninth inning. The White Sox and Charlotte, right now Charlotte, the college team, leading 1-0. Mets at the Rangers, Cubs at the Diamondbacks, Dodgers at the Angels, Rockies at the Mariners, and lastly, it'll be the Athletics at the Giants. Now, tomorrow is the final day for spring training. Sunday night baseball on ESPN2, ESPN2, home for Major League Baseball, just like it is on TBS and Fox. Here's the first matchup of the entire season, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Chicago Cubs. Adam Wainwright will be the starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, going up against John Lester, who had signed a big contract with the Cubs this offseason. In the NBA, with the season getting closer to the end, we're 12 days away, everybody, from the end of the NBA season. Here's the action for tonight. The Hornets taking on the Pacers, Knicks at the Wizards, Bucks at the Celtics, Raptors at the Nets, Pistons at the Bulls, Thunder at the Grizzlies, Magic taking on the Timberwolves, Nuggets at the Spurs, Pelicans at the Kings, and on ESPN tonight, it'll be the Trailblazers taking on the LA Lakers. In the NHL, here's the action that we have tonight on this Friday, the 3rd of April. Here we go. Blackhawks taking on the Sabres. That game's on the NHL Network starting in 14 minutes. The Canadiens at the Devils, Blues at the Stars, Avalanche at the Ducks, and lastly, the Coyotes taking on the Sharks. This update is brought to you by the Flipper at flipperflipper.com. When we come back from this commercial break and update, we will have more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. Be right back.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escal, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West. Sean, if you live in the Central?
If you people live in the Central, you really need to figure it out for yourself.
Oh, who knows if they can by now, man. It's been so long, I don't know.
No. Say, Jeff, 49 minutes after the hour, didn't you say you had something to mention about the National Hockey League and you want to bring Ron up about this?
Yeah, I forgot to talk about it with Ron on Wednesday. Yeah, good thing you reminded me. Otherwise, we would have left all these people hanging, and it would have been kind of funny. I noticed the other day, I was watching the USA channel, and they were promoting the hockey playoffs, NHL hockey playoffs on the USA channel. It's going to be on the USA channel, hockey playoffs this year?
Now, that's a new one on me. I didn't hear anything about the National Hockey League playing the playoffs on the USA channel. I know that the NBC Sports Network, which was the Versus channel, they had that there. And then NBC and then CNBC used to cover live NHL hockey playoff coverage there, too.
No, I listen, maybe I was dreaming. I don't know. But I thought I saw a couple of different times a commercial that said the NHL hockey playoffs here on USA. What?
Let me see this.
I was shocked. I never went and looked up at it on the internet or anything. Maybe USA got me with an April Fool's joke.
This actually is coming in right now as I'm looking at this story since you bring it up. For the first time in 30 years, the NHL will decide to play NHL playoff games on USA channel.
There you go.
Let me post the link so you all have evidence of it. There you go.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yep, there it is, Jeff, so you can click right in there and take a look yourself.
USA Network to air NHL playoffs for the first time in 30 years. Wow.
Since 1985, when Wayne Gretzky's Edmonton Oilers won their second consecutive Stanley Cup championship.
Wow. So how many are they going to have? Starting on April 15, Nets in the NBC Sports Group will cover every Cup game for the fourth consecutive year. NBC will air as many as 8 games in prime time, the most since it acquired rights 10 years ago. Ratings haven't delivered the power play that brass had hoped for, which could be an X factor for NBCU, spreading games to another TV sibling. Wow.
So you were kind of shocked about this. And Ron won't even... Well, when Ron comes back, I don't think he's going to be here next week. I'm not sure. I think the week after we can talk with him about that, because that is very surprising. I didn't hear anything about it till you mentioned it now. Wow.
So USA is going to be partnering with NBC Sports on this new venture to bring back live sports to USA Network.
Now, I do know that ESPN in the fall of 2016, September of 2016, is expected to have, I believe, some games or Olympic event, I think. I think that's some kind of big thing that they're going to be televising. Shabba goes, kind of like the NBA playoffs with the TNT ABC split.
That's pretty wild. So when is that going to start? April 15th, I'm assuming?
I believe the NHL playoffs, let's see, NHL season ends a week from tomorrow. So I think it would be either the 14th or the 15th that would be starting.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
Because the NBA season ends April 15th, and then NBA playoffs start April 18th, and that'll be on ESPN, ESPN2, TNT, and ABC.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you the NHL will not have any games on the USA Network on Monday night. Guarantee it.
They're saving it for the playoffs. That's what they want.
Oh, I can guarantee it. They're not going to have any NHL games on the USA Network on Monday night because you know why? WWE owns Monday night on USA.
Shabba, I can agree with you there that let's just hope Barkley isn't announcing, but he'll be there, Shabba, for the NBA pregame and then inside the NBA.
We'll say that again?
I was just saying that to Shabba that, let's hope Barkley isn't announcing, but I'm like saying, yeah, but you know what? He's going to be there regardless. He'll be on Inside the NBA, Charles Barkley will, giving his perspective on NBA playoffs.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
So how about that, Jeff? USA for the first time in 30 years doing NHL playoff games.
So they get the NHL on their playoff schedule, and they freaking cancel Covert Affairs after 5 seasons. What the hell's that all about?
Talk with Gary Bettman. He probably wanted to figure out a way that other people can start watching the NHL playoffs.
That stinks, man. Covert Affairs, they get rid of Covert Affairs, and they got rid of Graceland. They stink, man. I like those 2 shows. The 2 shows I like the most, they got rid of. Sons of bitches. I tell you what, I got an idea.
Man.
Get rid of freaking hockey off the USA Network and put those 2 shows back on, you freaking rat bastards.
Shabba, I agree with you. I don't remember the last time I watched anything on USA either. It was probably back around the 90s when I started watching movies.
What the hell's the matter with you people? I watch USA every freaking day of my life. The hell's the matter with you people?
Because Craig Ferguson isn't on, and you got to find something else to watch on TV.
Well, okay. You know something? We got a couple minutes before the top of the break. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. You brought it up right out of the blue. Craig Ferguson's not doing the Late Late Show no more. They got this guy named James Corden or whatever the hell his name is. You know what? The guy's not even American. First of all, he's from somewhere over in Europe. He's got from England or something. He's got an accent. A fat bastard. Okay? And he does his show totally different than any other late night show I have ever seen. Totally different than Jimmy, totally different than Fallon, totally different than Kimmel, totally different than the guy after Fallon. I never watch him. Totally different than David Letterman, totally different than Johnny Carson, totally different than any other late night host. You know what this guy does?
What does he do? I don't even watch. I've heard the previews, though.
Okay, normally you go to a talk show, you have 3 guests on, you bring out the first guest, you talk a little bit, blah, 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 and you do your thing, and then you bring out the next guest, and you talk a little bit, and you do your thing, and then you bring out right?
Right.
This guy brings out all 3 guests at once.
Jeez.
I kind of like that.
It's a new one on me.
He brings all 3 guests and he introduces them individually, but all 3 of them are sitting there on the couch at the same time, and he's firing questions at all 3 of them, and all 3 of them are talking to each other and all having a really nice, cool conversation. I like that. And you know what else he does that I kind of like too? You know how usually you have the host and he sits behind the desk and he's talking to the guys on the couch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he takes his chair and he wheels himself in his chair away from his desk. So he's sitting in a chair, a regular, like a host chair, like I'm sitting in myself, but he's not sitting behind the desk. He's sitting next to the guests. So he's right there with them. It's kind of cool. And all three guests are sitting on the desk at the same time, and he's just talking to all three of them, having a conversation, and they're talking back and forth. I kind of like that. I think that's really cool. This guy's a whack job.
So have you found yourself a new late night talk show host?
I don't know. I'll tell you something. He didn't pull. You know what? He's not good enough yet to pull me away from the Blue Bloods marathon on Thursdays. Okay? You know me. Every Thursday, there's an 18-hour Blue Blood marathon on TV.
That's right.
From the time I wake up, pretty much till the time I go to bed, there's only one channel on my TV. When Craig Ferguson was leaving, and I knew he was leaving, even if he wasn't leaving, I would go over there at 12:30, watch it, and then go back to Blue Bloods and finish up the night. Craig Ferguson pulled me away. Last night, it was on. I didn't watch it at all, his show. I didn't watch the new late show. I stayed over at the Blue Bloods marathon. But what did pull me away from the Blue Bloods marathon for an hour was the new Big Bang Theory and the new Odd Couple show. Those two new episodes. So I was gone for an hour, and then went back to Blue. So I watched Blue Bloods all day except for an hour yesterday. It's really hard to pull me away from Blue Bloods marathon.
Robin Inky says, it drives me crazy when I'm on Skype. I know all the shows, and I don't even watch the damn show.
Because I talked to her on Skype, and I got Blue Bloods on, and I'm watching it, and she can hear it. She knows what's going on. I go, what do you think I'm watching? She goes, yeah, Blue Bloods. I tricked her, though, the other day. We were on a Skype call, and I said, I looked at the time, and I said, cool. And I changed the channel, and it was a commercial. And I said, guess what I'm watching? She goes, Blue Bloods. I go, no, I got you. No, I'm not. I go, it's that commercial. I'll wait till it comes on, and I won't say nothing. And you'll tell me what I'm watching. It came on, and she says, you're watching MASH, aren't you? I go, yeah.
On that note, it is the top of the hour. Commercial break.
You're listening to Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann on Sports World Radio.
World Radio.
That's right. What the hell's the matter with you, man? We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something. It works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, Mr. Sean, the co-host of the show, where are we going?
All right, the next story that we get to, the NFL has made a decision, and for the first time, I can't believe this, ever, they have decided that they are going to start a new decision with an NFL official as a female.
NFL's going to have a female official?
That's right.
The hell are they smoking?
The former Conference USA official Sarah Thomas is set to become the first NFL female full-time official, the Baltimore Sun tweeted on Friday. An NFL spokesman would not confirm Thomas's hiring, saying that this year's roster of officials is not yet complete.
So they're going to hire, what is she going to be, a referee or lines judge or a sidelines or what the hell?
That's yet to be determined, Jeff, because they're still trying to get everything worked out for paperwork and trying to get all the officials taken care of.
Unbelievable. So we're going to have a female official for the first time in the NFL?
Yes.
Oy vey's me.
Kathy says it's cool.
She's going to get run over. She's going to get run over.
Thomas has officiated NFL preseason games as a line judge while in the league's training program.
Okay.
The NFL identifies promising college referees, and Thomas has been in the NFL pipeline since 2013.
The NFL pipeline. That's pretty funny.
Although the NFL saw her potential long before that, she was on course to be part of the NFL's training program, but an unexpected pregnancy in 2012 meant spending the season off the field before working her way back up.
Yeah, doesn't that suck? You get all the way up there, and then you got a kid, and then you got to start all the way over again. Ha ha.
So, Jeff, an NFL official, somebody who is a woman, is going to go into the National Football League.
Uh-huh.
Look what Shabba says. Sarah Thomas is from Mississippi, guys.
So? The hell's that got to do with anything? They don't have a football team there, so she's got no allegiance then.
She'll be getting paid a lot of money.
She's going to get hurt. She's going to get ran over.
Hey, the San Antonio Spurs last year, look what they did. They hired a female assistant coach. Now they got the NFL hiring women to be officials.
Yeah,
so
okay,
maybe this
but
is good for the league.
No, I'm okay with it, but don't get hurt. There's a lot of big boys there weigh 400 or 500 pounds with pads and helmets on their heads. Don't get in the middle of nothing. Don't get hurt now.
Don't get hurt.
You know, there's no pads and helmets in basketball, dude. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Okay, she could be at the wrong place at the wrong time and collision course, bing, bang, boom. Oh, you've seen many referees, many officials, and many of NFL games go down, haven't you?
Yes, I've seen a lot of officials get hurt, whacked, and nailed.
Exactly. She better be careful because she's a fragile woman. And I mean that in the nicest way possible because these guys are 200, 300, 400 pounds without pads and helmets on. You put a pad and a helmet on, now you got a dangerous individual. And it could be totally by accident that she gets nailed and hurt. Ding! Broken leg, broken arm, illustrated lacular or whatever. You know, come on. Especially in there. For basketball and baseball, I got no problem with it. None. I don't really have a problem with football, but they just have to be super careful. Because in a moment's notice, crack, there goes a leg. Or crack, there goes an arm. Or crack, she's down and she's got a concussion. She could be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And don't get me wrong, so call all the other referees, but still, the women are a little bit more fragile.
Shabbat goes, but then you have to figure that Goodell is the commissioner, and he'll want women to watch the sport more.
You know what? We had Roger Goodell in here yesterday, and I banned him. I'm going to unban Roger Goodell.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you know why? I want to unban Roger Goodell because I want to ask him a question. I want to ask him a question.
Maybe she'll wear pads.
Where is Roger Goodell? Unblock Roger Goodell. Okay, I unblocked Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell has been blocked. Unblocked. He can come in the room now. So come on, Josh. You can come in the room now.
Maybe Frank was Goodell. I don't know.
I unblocked him because Roger Goodell, I want to know, are you nervous that the woman can get hurt? The NFL referee, female, will get hurt. And what are you going to do if she does get hurt? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So I unblocked him. So he's allowed back in. You know who's still blocked, right? Been blocked since day one of this show.
Adrian and that stupid The Patriots fan.
Correct, both of them. Both of them are still blocked. Even Santa Claus is blocked. I was looking at it earlier. I'm going to go over to my blocked users right now. Let me see. Yeah, Santa Claus is blocked. Adrian's blocked. Stephen A. Smith is blocked. Shane is blocked.
Oh,
Yep. We blocked Anal Bead too. Yep. And we blocked Debbie Does Dallas. Yeah. They can still hear the show, but they can't post anything in the chat room. So yeah, block Santa Claus. How about that, man?
That's hysterical. You kicked Santa Claus out. That was 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah, that's evil, isn't it?
That's evil. Because he's saying, ho, 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 how would you like something to eat?
I don't want no... Listen, if you're going to say ho, 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 you better be handing me one of them. Okay? Okay there?
Otherwise he'd say, you're going to get a lump of coal in your stocking. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, Santa Claus, if you're coming to me and you're saying ho, 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 you better be handing me one of those. Okay? I'm just saying. Because guess what? Guess what, Santa? I'm Jewish. I don't celebrate Christmas. So if you come up to me and you say ho, 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 you better have one on your arm for me.
What about plenty of cookies and milk? Ho, ho, ho.
You know what? I don't leave cookies and milk for Santa Claus.
When Christmas comes, Jeff just says, my Christmas present is realizing there's a bunch of NBA games to watch.
It's no Christmas for me over here at the house. Okay?
But you usually get the annual New York Knicks.
Yeah, not this year. Got crap.
Actually, we shouldn't be talking about Christmas. This is, after all, Easter weekend.
Oh, yeah. Happy Easter, everybody. Ho, ho, ho.
Enjoy your Good Friday.
Where's the Easter Bunny? Where's the Easter Bunny? The Easter Bunny was here yesterday at the show, boys and girls.
I remember that. Somebody said hippity hop hop, hippity hop hop.
Where's the Easter Bunny at?
I don't know where Peter Cottontail is.
Peter Cottontail will throw you up in a wrestling ring and beat the living crap out of you. How about that, Peter Cottontail? How about that for an Easter egg hunt, huh?
And then how about Charles Barkley? He was in the chat room, too.
Charles Barkley, that's another jackass. Okay? You know what? Charles Barkley is a hypocritical son of a bitch, isn't he? Right? He says one thing, and then he does completely the opposite of the thing he just said. Is he there this weekend? Because if he is there this weekend, he's a hypocrite. And you know what? From now on, he's hypocrite Charles Barkley.
Hypocrite?
Yes, you have to put the word hypocrite before you say his name. He's hypocrite Charles Barkley.
So hypocrite Charles Barkley would probably think, I'll debate Escow. I'll take him on.
No, I would turn around to him and say, you know something, Charles? You're a hypocrite. And he's going to say, why? I said, why? Because of the statement that you made about Indiana and now here you are working. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. It's that simple. So obviously you really don't believe the statement that you said because you're in Indiana working, aren't you? That's that. You know what that is, Charles? That's terrible. That's terrible right there. That's terrible.
You'll hear a lot of that throughout the weekend.
Hey, Shaba, I really should. I should set up a hot dog stand right outside of my house for Easter Sunday. Because I got the church. I could throw a rock from my backyard and hit the church. Okay? That's how close I am.
But all the people are going to the pew and they're trying to say, we're going to go sing hallelujah, Christ is risen.
So let them. Good for them. When they come outside, they can have a hot dog.
They might say, we're in no mood for a hot dog, mister. Sorry.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some hot chick in a bikini to stand out on the corner twirling a sign. Right? Get a hot girl in a bikini twirling a sign. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs. Right? And then I'll have a girl, another hot girl standing in a bikini at the hot dog stand. And I'll just be working. They'll be collecting the money, and I'll be getting the freaking hot dogs out. Make a fortune. You don't think all the guys from church are going to be going over there with their tongues hanging out of their mouths? You bet your sweet ass they are.
They're like saying, we just got done with celebrating Easter and Christ is risen. Now all of a sudden we see this girl in a bikini.
That's exactly right. Christ is risen. Here's the chick in a bikini for you. That's a great way to walk out of church, ain't it?
Shabbat goes, should be a hoot. Wish it was on YouTube.
And the secret is not to put the girl on church property. So you put her on the corner of my house, not on the church house. So they walk out and they look to the right and boom, they see this chick in the bikini. Hey, get your hot dogs here. You're hungry. You've been in there for an hour. Get your hot dogs. That's right.
And on that note, we got to run to a commercial break.
You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Okay, boys and girls, guess what? It is Friday. We haven't done this in, I think, a couple of weeks, so we're a little bit behind. But that's okay because there's not many teams left. We're going to do our NBA elimination game. I have my paper out here, our NBA elimination game. Okay, Mr. Shawnee, you first. Who are you picking?
All right, Jeff, the first one I'm going to take is the Washington Wizards.
Okay, so you're taking the Washington Wizards, right?
Right.
Which I think, for that, because I already took them a while back, that totally eliminates the Washington Wizards, you rat bastard.
They'll make the playoffs, but I just don't think the Wizards have enough to compete with the Atlanta Hawks and the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Bulls in the Eastern Conference.
Okay, so according to my list and what I have here in front of me, you, Sean Man, the update man, have eliminated every team in the East. You're all done. You have no teams left in the East. I'm going to make my pick, okay? And for me, it's kind of tough. Okay? Listen, I waited a long time for this. I'm torn between, I have a choice between 3 teams. Okay? Okay, I'm sorry to do this, Josh, but I'm getting rid of the Chicago Bulls.
Oh! Jeff is taking out the Bulls. Wow.
With me taking out the Bulls have been completely eliminated. There are no teams left on the East. Every single team on the East has been eliminated from our elimination game. So there's no teams left on the East. So according to Sean and myself, the NBA championship and the NBA champion is coming from the West. Sean, who's your next team you're knocking out?
I was just saying, sorry, Kathy, I'm taking out the Celtics, too. Can't be biased, buddy. All right, Western Conference. I'm taking out the Portland Trailblazers, ladies and gentlemen.
Portland Trailblazers, officially knocked out by Sean, which actually officially knocks Portland Trailblazers out of the competition. They've been eliminated from the elimination game. Now, this really stinks for me. Okay, because I have 2 teams left. Okay? Sean's obviously come up with his winner, right, Sean?
That's right.
You come up with your winner, correct?
Correct.
I know who you're picking as the winner of the NBA elimination game. I'm torn. I am majorly torn because if I pick this one team, it knocks them out. If I pick the other team, it knocks them out for me. And then, okay, you know what? This is going to be it, Sean, right here. Okay? Because it's not going to happen any other way. And I picked them from the very start of this, and I'm going with my pick. I'm not changing. Even though I want to, I'm not changing. I'm knocking out the Golden State Warriors.
Ooh! I can't believe it. The Warriors, the best team in the NBA that's got a chance to end 40 years. You're going to take out the Warriors?
I'm
what
taking
the heck,
out the
man?
Warriors, which means Sean's pick to win the NBA championship is the Golden State Warriors. Right, Sean?
I am taking the Golden State Warriors to win the entire thing.
You're taking the Golden State Warriors to win the entire thing. And I, my friend, am taking the San Antonio Spurs to repeat.
Oh, my gosh. So let me get this typed down. So Jeff is taking... All right, so for our NBA Finals, who we think are going to win, Jeff, you're taking San Antonio Spurs.
Uh-huh.
Taking
I highlighted
San Antonio
them.
Spurs.
The first day we started this elimination game, I highlighted them as the winner. And I never deviated from it one bit, and I'm sticking to it, even though Golden State scares me. So which means, Sean, when Golden State and San Antonio meet in the West Finals, that's going to be a big, big, big series for you and I.
For the Western Conference Finals, or maybe the semifinals in the Western Conference?
No, I like to see him meet in the finals for the West. That's where I would like to see him meet, in the finals for the West. Okay? The final series, 7-game series, winner goes to the NBA championship. That's what I want to see. So you have the Golden State Warriors, I have the San Antonio Spurs, and there is our NBA elimination game all done up.
Kathy, I tell you, I don't know what you're a lot like me, although I've kind of changed a little bit. But Kathy, you are so biased and you don't understand the concept, Kathy. If the Celtics don't make the playoffs, which I don't want to happen, think about it, Kathy. An NBA draft pick goes to Boston. Free agents go to Boston. Don't you understand perfectly well the whole scenario? You need to understand and listen to me when I tell you stuff.
Right. They just see what's in front of them now. They don't think about the future. See, that's the problem with some fans. They don't think about the future.
Yeah, they don't think about it. And I've been with Jeff long enough to know that you got to listen to him when he's kind of saying they're not going to do it until they get pieces together.
Right. And listen, where is the Celtics? How far are they out from the NBA making the playoffs? I know you don't want them to make the playoffs. I know that for a fact.
So the Celtics.
Oh, Jesus criminy. Oh,
looking at the.
You know what? I'm not happy because I just pulled up the NBA playoffs if they were to start today, and Miami moved down to the 8th spot, and the Nets are in the 7th spot now. How sad is that?
I'm looking at the standings right now. I don't like it at all because I've been trying to say I want Miami against Cleveland, and I'm having a debate with Kathy. I'm like, Kathy, I'm just like shaking my head. You don't understand it. And one of these days you will when
I'm sitting here looking at the schedule. I mean, not at the schedule, but at the records. Okay? Brooklyn is 34-40. Miami is 34-41, and Boston is 34-41. So you got 3 teams fighting for 2 spots right now. Miami's got to get back up into that 7th spot before the season is over. They got to get in that 7th seed before the season is over.
I hope so, and I don't like this at all that they're 34-41 because I wanted it a few weeks ago, and I called it and predicted that it would be Miami against Cleveland. And Celtics, look, I am always going to be a Celtic fan, Jeff. You know me. We've been doing shows for 7 years. But this is not the time for them to make the playoffs. They need to fix a lot of areas to be competitive again.
Tell them to start losing.
Yeah, because then you can get a better draft pick and get free agents.
I need Brooklyn and Boston to lose the next couple of games while Miami wins them, so Miami can get back up into the 7th
Agreed.
spot.
And I'm glad we finished up the NBA elimination pick, Jeff, so we don't have to worry about it on Fridays, because now we know who we both are picking. And it's great that we're on the direct opposite. You're going with that San Antonio Spurs team that won the title last year, and I'm going with the Warriors team that's on a mission to end their 40-year championship drought.
Well, see, that's the thing. If those two meet, San Antonio's got all the experience where Golden State has none.
That is true because Golden State, think about it. Here's a team that's 62-13, having one of the best seasons they've had in a long, long time in the Bay Area for the Golden State Warriors. Like we've always said, the question is, can they be the team, Jeff, that can go far? Because like when they clinched on the 24th of March, I'll never forget them saying on Inside the NBA, Charles Barkley wasn't there, by the way, but Shaq was even saying, I believe it's championship or bust for the Golden State Warriors. This is the time they need to do it. If not, it's an epic fail.
So Cleveland has about 6 games left, huh?
That's right.
About 6 games left on the schedule, right?
Right.
I'd like to see them go on a 6-game losing streak.
Shabba says this, it must be a conundrum for a ball player to either play hard for a playoff berth or not.
It is a conundrum. Because your team is paying you to play hard, whether you're going for a playoff berth or not. But if you're not going to make the playoffs, then why even bother so you don't get hurt before the end of the season? It is a conundrum.
True.
It's not a fun conundrum, neither.
No, it's not.
You know? Not a fun conundrum at all.
I don't like this at all. So Brooklyn start losing. As a Celtic fan, please start losing so they can be a better team next year with other picks. Otherwise, it's just not a good thing. I like Brad Stevens and what he's tried to do with the team, but they're not there yet. And, of course, maybe they're realizing whatever happens, happens. We can finish up strong and hopefully be a much better team next year.
Exactly.
As for the New York Knicks, they're playing right now and not looking really good. Phil Jackson came out and said that maybe, here's another story that he came out with, says the response to what Stephen A. Smith said the Knicks, quote, bad season may be a godsend.
Where did you see that? Because I got an article in front of me that says Phil Jackson in 2014-2015 New York Knicks. Bleep happens. Exactly right.
Right over here, Jeff. Take a look.
Exactly right. In the article that I'm looking at, he says, I want to put these articles next to each other. No, that's not what I want. This is the one I want right there. Okay. I'm just, you knew damn well that he was going to be a crappy-ass team this year. If you didn't know that, then you're not a true Knicks fan. I don't know how many times I got to say it.
Phil Jackson. Actually, we got to get to our second update, Jeff. I'll add more to this story with the New York Knicks right after this update.
You got it. This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today. Never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again to flip it up or flip it down. It's called The Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Get yours today at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the last update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to the final update here for Sports World Radio to cap off what's been a busy first week of April in the sports world. Let's go to the National Hockey League. The Chicago Blackhawks are taking on one of the worst teams in the NHL. That would be the Buffalo Sabres. The Blackhawks 2, the Sabres nothing. The game's on the NHL Network. The Devils lead the Canadiens by a score of 1-0. Blues at the Stars, Avalanche at the Ducks, and the Coyotes taking on the Sharks. The NHL continues tomorrow with more action. You got the Flyers taking on the Hurricanes, Penguins at the Blue Jackets. The game's on the NHL Network. The Canucks at the Jets, Maple Leafs at the Bruins, Sabres taking on the Islanders, Capitals at the Senators, Red Wings at the Wild, Lightning at the Panthers, Devils at the Rangers, Stars at the Predators, Sharks at the Coyotes, Avalanche taking on the Kings, and lastly, the Flames taking on the Oilers. In the NCAA tournament, this is big. We're down to 4 teams. Tomorrow, get ready. On TBS, the first matchup of the day will feature Duke taking on Michigan State. Whoever wins that game goes to the national championship. The same thing goes for the 2 top seeds in the college basketball, and that would be number 1 Wisconsin at number 1 Kentucky. Here's the times for the games tomorrow. The Michigan State-Duke game starts at 6:09 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 3:09 Pacific Time. At 8:49 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 5:49 Pacific Time, Wisconsin taking on Kentucky. Catch it all on TBS, home of some of the NCAA college basketball tournament games. In the NBA, here's the action that we have coming up with the NBA playoffs. Not too far away. We're only 12 days away. Action right now, the Hornets lead the Pacers 25-19. The Wizards taking on the Knicks right now 30-9. The Wizards leading the Knicks. Bucks at the Celtics, Raptors at the Nets, Pistons at the Bulls, Thunder taking on the Grizzlies, Magic at the Timberwolves, Nuggets at the Spurs, Pelicans taking on the Kings, and lastly, it is the Trailblazers taking on the LA Lakers. That game is on ESPN following that Thunder-Grizzlies game on ESPN. That's the final update for Sports World Radio. This update brought to you by the Flipper at flipperflipper.com. When we come back from this commercial break and update, we'll have more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at lq.com.
La Quinta.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Sports World Radio, Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet. You know what we're going to do? We're going to let you guys get out of here a little early. We're going to make this the last segment of the show. Give everybody a little break. It is Easter weekend. Everybody start getting their Easter holiday on. Before we went to break, we were talking about Phil Jackson. I was reading this article while Sean was doing his update, okay? And he says straight out, we knew we were going to have to take this team apart to get where we wanted to go. I can make an argument we had to go through it. Shit happens. And this is the reason, and this is the season it happened to us. Plain and simple. He happens to be right. And you know what yesterday at the season ticket meeting they had with all the season ticket holders yesterday, Jackson was asked by the moderator from MSG Network if he knew who he'd like to draft if the Knicks landed the top overall pick. And Phil Jackson said, I do. Yes, I do. And then Phil Jackson kind of hinted that it's between Shaquille Okafor and Kentucky's Karl Anthony Towns. So I guess watching the Final Four this weekend is going to be kind of fun because one of those guys is going to end up at the Knicks.
And you know, when I saw this story that just came in a little while ago, Jeff, in my opinion, it's a response to Stephen A. Smith's comments. I think that's what Phil Jackson wanted to get at. He's probably like going, okay, you can blow up all you want, Stephen A. Smith, but I can come back and report to the media and the NBA sports world and say, I have my own opinion about where the Knicks are going. Listen to me, listen to Jeff, listen to what we're getting at. Knicks were not going to be good this year. We knew it was going to be bad, but even Phil Jackson mentions in the story, the Knicks know that they're 14-61, one of the worst in their 69-year history. But they know they can go after a huge draft pick, and the free agency will be big for the Knicks. They'll be active.
Okay, yeah, they're going to be way active because I'm about to read this to you here. Check this out. Okay? Jackson and Mills also talked about the organization's approach to free agency this summer. The Knicks are expected to have at least $25 million in cap space to offer free agents. It's a different approach than in the past. We won't go after the biggest names out there. We'll go after players who fit in system and style, Mills said. It may, in fact, be a big-name player, but it's not. It's going to be who fits the system-wise. Mills said Carmelo Anthony has been active in discussing the team's plans in free agency, spending hours in his office recently to go over potential targets. Jackson hopes to get one or two starting caliber players in free agency. He made it clear that he doesn't want to chase some cockamamie dream by pursuing players based solely on name recognition in the offseason. So there you go. He's got a plan. Only you know what? Nobody knows about it because he hasn't told anybody. The only people who know about it are the people in the Knicks organization. So Stephen A. Smith, Quit your bitching and sit there and shut up and watch what happens. How about that?
And Jackson must have been listening to you, Jeff, because maybe he did. Maybe he just said, I'll tune into Sports World Radio and listen to what these guys had to say, because probably Jackson was saying, I hate Skip Bayless. He goes, I got to figure out who the one that said, I hate Skip Bayless is.
Yeah, and you want to know something? I laid it out for you yesterday. We played what Stephen A. Smith said about the Knicks and Phil Jackson. Stephen A. Smith, you call yourself a Knicks fan? Well, truly, you just proved it yesterday that you're not. Because any damn Knicks fan in there, if they're worth any of a Knicks fan, knew that this season was going to suck. Whether Phil Jackson said it wasn't or it was. Didn't matter. You knew it. Okay? You knew that this was a throwaway season because they had no money. And you knew they were gearing up for the next year and the year after that. You knew that. So why do you have to put that guy down? Oh, because he didn't tell you his plans? Tough crap! He don't got to tell you dick! Unstinking believable. See how mad I get when it comes to the Knicks?
And with Stephen A. Smith. And usually, Jeff, with Stephen A. Smith, you're not the one who's scolding him and berating him. But in this case, you had to, saying, it's not fair. The Knicks are so horrible. I can't stand this team.
Hey, you know what? You know whose birthday it is today?
Oh, yeah. I think, would that be Nicholas Spiva?
Yeah, Nicholas Spiva. That's a birthday today.
Shout out to you there, Nicholas Spiva, and I want to wish you a happy birthday, buddy.
Happy
You're great on the
birthday
show.
there,
I hope all is well with you.
Happy birthday there, bud. Get back soon. And then also, and then I forgot to do this yesterday, and it's my mistake, and I freaking apologize. Okay? Hey, Mia, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I forgot yesterday, Mia. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so we got all the birthdays out of there. So Phil Jackson's got Phil Jackson's got a plan. Just chill out, relax. Listen, if they have the worst record in the NBA, they're guaranteed no worse than a number 4 pick. So they're going to get a good guy regardless. And you bring in a couple of, you don't bring in a top free agent. You bring in 2 lower tier free agents that fit the system. So you got 2 lower tier free agents that fit the system. You got Carmelo Anthony over there. And I can guarantee you, Carmelo Anthony, Phil Jackson, and Mills are sitting around deciding which free agents they want to go after. They know. They know what they're doing. And then you get this pick, and then you just fill the spots in around everybody else. Watch and learn, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, Mr. Skip Bayless. Sure, bash them all you want. Do whatever the hell you want to say. They're atrocity, they're this, they're that. But I'm telling you something. In 3 years from now, don't tell me, oh, they're fantastic, they're the best team in it. Where the hell were you 3 years before that when you were bashing them? Don't jump off the bandwagon. Stay on it, bitch. Because I'm telling you, Phil Jackson has a plan to bring in certain free agents and a certain way to do it. Wouldn't you want him to... Listen, for him to come and sit in my living room and hang out with me and say, listen, Jeff, we really want to have you on the team. Wouldn't it be fun if you and he names another guy, and Carmelo, could resurrect Madison Square Garden and the New York Knicks and make it the Mecca again? That's the pitch you go with. And if you don't understand that, Stephen A. Smith, then you shouldn't be a sports broadcaster.
That's true.
That's how I see it. I'm just saying.
And Stephen A. Smith, at least Jeff isn't trying to rip you
I'm
but
not
on
ripping,
this occasion, he had to.
Yeah, I'm not ripping you about anything else that you say. I'm just ripping about what you said about Phil. He's mad that Phil Jackson didn't explain to the fans what his plan is. He doesn't have to explain to you what his plan is. Who the hell are you? You're a Knicks fan and you happen to be a broadcaster who works for ESPN. You don't have to tell you crap. Just watch and listen and shut up. That's all. Because in 3 years from now, you're going to probably see him in the NBA championship, and I'm going to rip you a new one because you did it to them. That's all. Oh, now all of a sudden you're a Knicks fan because they're in the championship? Screw you! Where the hell were you 3 years ago?
And then Skippy's probably going to say, then he'll begin to say more about, my New York Knicks are so good. My New York Knicks are champions.
Oh, you know it. You know it. Listen, we're calling that right now on April 3rd, 2015. We're calling it 3 years before it happens. So when it happens, we can bust out this tape and send it to ESPN and say, look, this is what we said before, 3 years before it even happened.
And then, when it happens in 3 years, that would end a 45-year drought for the New York Knicks.
Unbelievable, man. I'm telling you. They're bashing and bashing and bashing, but they're upset that they don't get the plan. They don't understand the plan. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you that you need to know the plan? You don't need to know crap. You're a fan. Sit there and shut up and enjoy the ride. That's all. That's all. Hey, you know what? We're getting out of here a little bit early today. I want to thank everybody for listening to us. Enjoy your Easter weekend. I know I'm going to be nice and cool in the studio all weekend. I'm going to be hanging out, relaxing. Enjoy your Easter weekend, everybody. Have a great weekend. Enjoy all the sports over the weekend. You got 2 NCAA tournament games going on tomorrow night. Enjoy that. Then the one on Monday night. We'll talk about those on Monday. So everybody, just have a nice, relaxful Easter weekend. Right, Sean?
Absolutely. Enjoy it and have a great time. And drive safe wherever you're traveling.
There you go. Okay, everybody. So I'm glad you're all here for the show. We had a great time. Another week in the books here at Sports World Radio. We'll be back again Monday for another edition of Sports World Radio. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. We will see you on Monday. Have a great sports weekend. For Sean Mann, I'm Jeff Escal. This has been Sports World Radio.
Adios, and have a great holiday weekend.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time?